You know that feeling, right? Like modern life is just this constant, exhausting treadmill of burnout, stress, and endless optimization. Well, if you're feeling that way, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're exploring an absolute paradigm shift when it comes to true success. In this explainer, we're going to look way past those popular self-help trends to uncover a brilliant, ancient framework called the Stoic circles of compassion, or Oikeiosis. It's a concept that promises to completely change how you view your productivity, your community, and, honestly, your ultimate purpose. Okay, let's dive right into this. We have to ask, is Stoicism really just a productivity hack? Because recently, there has been this massive rise in what researchers are calling Silicon Valley Stoicism. You've probably seen it online, right? Highly successful tech executives using ancient philosophy basically as a psychological life hack. They're using it to maximize their work performance, endure crazy 100-hour work weeks, and optimize their morning ice baths. But we really have to step back and ask ourselves, is this hyper-focused, individualistic approach what the ancients actually intended? The contrast between this modern adaptation and its classical roots is, well, it's literally staggering. On one side, the modern version is highly individualistic. It's wealth-driven, and it's heavily focused on optimizing your personal labor just for career status. But classical Stoicism actually scratched that modern image completely. Zeno of Citium, the actual founder of the philosophy, wasn't just interested in what made a resilient individual. He was obsessed with what made a good community. In fact, in his utopian vision of society, there was absolutely no private property, no money at all. The entire focus was on communal welfare and virtue. So, by focusing solely on optimizing our own personal resilience, we are actually directly contradicting ancient Stoicism. The missing link here is community. When we strip away that communal aspect, we're reducing a profound philosophy of human liberation into a mere tool for enduring modern hustle culture. And by doing that, we miss out on the philosophy's true power to combat the structural anxieties, the occupational burnout, and the deep, deep isolation of the 21st century. So, to prevent Stoic self-discipline from basically degenerating into selfish self-absorption, an ancient philosopher named Hierocles proposed a truly brilliant concept. It's called Oikeiosis. It's often referred to as the nested circles of concern. Think of it almost like a rational framework, a map, designed to guide exactly how we should allocate our moral attention and our limited resources in a highly interconnected world. Let's move to the specifics and see how this builds, kind of like drawing concentric circles on a whiteboard. At the very center of your concern, step 1, is your mind, your soul. The next circle out encompasses your physical body. Then, step 3 expands to your immediate family. From there, we expand even further to step 4, your local community. And finally, the outermost circle, step 5, encompasses the entirety of humankind. So yes, you are at the center, but you're an active part of many, many nested holes. But here is where the philosophy gets incredibly practical, and frankly pretty challenging. The ultimate objective isn't just to nod your head and acknowledge that these circles exist. No, it's to actively and consciously draw those outer circles inward. The goal is to treat a stranger in your local community like they are your own family. You strive to treat the entirety of humankind with the exact same concern and care you'd have for your closest kin. And this brilliantly illustrates our next point, straight from the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius himself. He said, "All you need are these: certainty of judgment in the present moment, action for the common good in the present moment." Did you catch that middle part? Action for the common good. True Stoicism isn't just about internal emotional regulation so you can have your own peace of mind. It actively demands altruism that benefits others right here, right now. Now, this outward focus, this deep dedication to serving the global community, is actually the ancient Greek secret to a concept called eudaimonia. Now, eudaimonia is often loosely translated into English as happiness, but it is so much more than that. It is genuine human flourishing. It's not a fleeting feeling of joy, and it is definitely not a quick dopamine hit from checking your smartphone. It is a complete form of life achieved through sustained rational engagement, building moral character, and acting virtuously over a complete lifetime. So, the crucial point is this: we face a massive paradox when it comes to true happiness. In our modern era, we're constantly taught that to be happy, we need to focus exclusively on ourselves, right? To optimize our own lives, our own bodies, our own bank accounts. But the ancient sources are telling us the exact opposite. We cannot achieve genuine flourishing by looking inward at our own egos. We only truly thrive when we direct our goodwill and compassion outward, toward others. And fascinatingly, modern science completely backs this ancient wisdom up. Just look at the PERMA model of flourishing from modern positive psychology. It was developed by Dr. Martin Seligman, and it outlines positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. Notice that fourth pillar, meaning. Modern psychology has actually proven that meaning fundamentally consists of attaching yourself to something bigger than yourself. Because without applying our unique strengths toward a greater end, our potential just gets whittled away by an empty pursuit of pleasure. By bridging this gap between ancient philosophy and modern psychology, we arrive at this truly beautiful idea of the cosmopolis, the global community. When we align our individual actions with the welfare of the cosmopolis, we aren't just helping others, we're actually finding the ultimate antidote to the anxiety, the exhaustion, and the isolation of modern hustle culture. Reclaiming this ancient wisdom means taming our ego, embracing the common good, and recognizing just how deeply interdependent we all are. Which brings us to a final, provocative question for you to consider today. How will you draw your outer circles inward? True Stoicism isn't just some intellectual exercise to listen to and then immediately forget about. It's a profound call to action. I want you to think about the people in those outer rings of your life, your community, random strangers, humanity at large, and what you can do right now to treat them a little more like family. I hope this explainer has given you a fresh, exciting perspective on what it means to truly succeed and flourish.